Welcome to Pixelated Geek's PXL Plays, and tonight we're going to be playing Watch Dogs. This is your co-host James Honeycutt and
Jack Fisher
and
JJ Crass.
Yay!
Yay!
Watch Dogs! Yay! Everybody had a good week.
Yes, I'm so excited for this game. I have not stopped playing this since it came out.
Right. Oh, and just to be clear, you have not played it, right?
I've not played it.
Okay. Cool. So two of us have. You're going to be actually picking up midstream in this game, because I think it's much more interesting if you have some of the abilities and upgrades.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think if we had started this from the very beginning, it might be a different situation.
Yay, tutorial.
I will say, for a game with so much in it, it does thrust you into it very, very quickly.
It really does.
Like, as soon as you start the game, you can pretty much do most of the basic stuff. There isn't much of a tutorial to it. It actually does that very well.
Ooh.
Do that again.
So that looks like that was just engine loading?
Yeah.
It made that, okay. Yeah. One of the
I
things...
see you went with the motorcycles as well. Sorry, I really like those. The motorcycles in this game, I think, are way easier to drive than the cars.
They are. I think so. So first of all, let's just go ahead and go through some early stuff before we get anything too crazy. Okay. I am maybe 15 to 20 hours into the game. I'd love to tell you that, but because Uplay has had so many connectivity issues, the time that I have spent in-game is not the time that I've spent in-game. So first and foremost, it is a open-world title. It takes place in, quote, Chicago, unquote. And you play as Aiden Pierce, who is a hacker whose family has been threatened rather seriously, and who is not particularly happy with the people who are in charge.
Okay, that seems pretty fair.
He has a device that it is a cell phone, which allows him to access a tremendous... Well, don't do that yet.
I pressed the button.
Did you press the down button?
I pressed X and then I
the X is fine.
Okay.
X is like open the phone and close the phone, basically.
So we'll pop to that in a second. But he's got this mobile device that allows him to access the vast majority of the electronics in Chicago. In order to do that, you have to unlock these hubs and then unlock these towers.
So kind of like Assassin's Creed by getting the towers.
Right. Like so many.
It's exactly like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
It's actually way fewer than Assassin's Creed. There's 12 in the entire city.
It feels to me more like Far Cry.
Yes, definitely much more like Far Cry.
Because first of all, they are, most of them, radio towers.
Yes.
And they allow you to see the different abilities and areas and the...
each one's a little puzzle of its own.
Stop it. Yes, that you have to access with cameras.
Yes.
So one of the things that you're seeing right now, these little... first of all, JJ, let me go ahead and do you a favor. Press left on the D-pad. Okay. It is so much easier in this game to drive in first person than it is in any of the others, in particular in the cars.
Yes. In the cars... I don't know. I think we differ on that, because I would far rather drive the cars from a far perspective rather than the default one. The first person is much better for motorcycles for me.
Yeah, I just can't drive it in the default view. There's something about the default view. A lot of people have complained that the cars handle poorly. I'm not sure that they handle poorly. I think it's something to do with the views, and then it's not a terribly easy driving system. That you can do. If it's purple, we'll get to multiplayer, but you can do that if you want to. You switch to a car and see if you like it better. So, first of all, if you steal a car that someone's in, you're going to be dealing with something, and the cops are rough in this game. You can't.
I've never been chased by the police after stealing a car.
Really?
Yeah, even from people.
Okay.
No one
I have
seems
this
to care.
on realistic, by the way, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
I don't have the realism on yet. I'm going to do the second playthrough for realistic.
You can't take 2 bullets in realistic.
And in realism, is there like a charge your phone minigame?
No, but oddly enough, they actually deal with phone charge in this. The number of things that you can hack in a certain span of time is limited by how many chunks of battery that takes, and it charges at a set rate. There is an upgrade that allows you to charge faster. So essentially, you tap the X button. Just tap it. And tap it again. Okay. So you see the difference between those two? When you have it away, you can't hack anything. When you have it out, press and hold to hack. And a number of things can happen. You'll either get a text conversation, you'll get a video conversation, you'll get access to a crafting component, or you will get money that you can access.
Like you steal from their bank accounts.
Right. And
sometimes, which is really fun, by the way. Especially if you feel bad. Like every now and again, so it'll come up with one that's like, it'll be single parent or foster child. I'll be like, steal the $80.
Yeah.
I feel really bad afterwards, but oh well.
Most of the hacks that I've run into are like volunteers at homeless shelters and stuff like that.
Yes.
The game does an incredibly good job, by the way, of making you feel uncomfortable.
Yes. In many
now, if
ways.
I enter this car, will it set off the alarm?
No, not at all. Because initially, yes, but there's an upgrade that will allow you to do it without setting the alarm off, and I have that.
Yeah. It's some of the upgrades are very specific but very useful.
Yeah, that one in particular, I found.
I like that little car.
And feel free to play with the different views. The views in the car, there are more. There's this one, which is the ground level. There's
Is
one
there a handbrake?
Yes, that's B.
Okay, see, actually, I like that view. The hand and everything.
I do too. I find this the easiest to drive in. Now, I don't get in a lot of cop chases because I've largely played this game like a stealth title, which I've actually found to be quite easy. You get in less fights, and the cops are just awful in this game.
Oh my god, they are brutal.
Well, Chicago cops.
I don't even know if it's that. They are just...
They're really good.
They're incredibly hard to shape.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. Like, especially once you get, later on in the game, when you get a higher wanted rating, or a high heat level, as they call it in this game, you get helicopters chasing after you.
And those are a real pain.
They are so annoying.
Because
they might be controlled by... Sorry, they might be controlled by people on the OS. On the CTOS
sometimes they are. But you know when they usually are, like that.
Yeah.
And it will tell you if someone invades it. Now, JJ, something I did want to give you a heads up about that makes it a little easier to drive. There is a bullet time mode in this game that you can engage when you are in first person or driving, and you just click the right stick. Yeah. And so that can make it easier to avoid a crazy collision right before it happens.
Or you might get into a wall.
Yeah, that might also
I think you might have been distracted by the graffiti.
I like how you can hide in the car.
Yes. That's good against helicopters.
There is a stealth driving mechanic that is very interesting.
Lowered seat, lean back.
But it is actually pretty useful in the cop chases. The couple of times I have gotten away from the cops, I've done that. Now, just focus in on that camera really quick, any of them, because I want to show you this mechanic here. So go ahead and access it. You just press and hold. And now you can look around. Everything that you can do in first person, and note, he's blurred out. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Everything you can do in first person, you can do in this view. You can hack people's phones. Now, find another camera to look at.
Oh,
any of them?
There we go, on the left.
Yeah.
And you can switch between them to a certain range.
You can basically dance around the city.
Very useful.
Yeah, incredibly useful. And especially if you're being hacked, or if you're hacking someone. If you know where they are, and you can get to a camera that's within their range, you can do that if you want to. Now, that would have killed someone if they were too close to it. And it would have incapacitated someone if they were outside the lethal range, but inside that range. You can frequently use that to sort of throw off the... there's essentially a cop faction. There is a security guard faction, and they're a very militant security company. And then there is a civilian faction. And there are also criminals.
So if I want to hack this person,
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it. So now,
you've collected $5,620, and you actually get that money when you go to an ATM. So you can actually hack any number of people on the street that give you money and just collect all of it at once when you get to the next
It's important to say that it's not any. You can only store up a certain number before it erases the last one in the queue. And I don't know if that's 5, 10, or 15. I've never done more than 5, just in case.
I've done it. It's 25.
Have you? And it
25,000.
It got okay. But right, exactly. One of the most interesting things about this game to do is to stay out of the cars, walk down the street, and just read everybody's characteristics.
I'm glad that's not just me that does that, because I won't be on a mission. I'll just walk down the street and watch everyone's thing go by, because I was surprised with the variety of things that come up.
Yeah,
like it's not all just dirty secrets.
Right. Sometimes it's complete. It's like it's cute stuff. Sometimes it's whimsical. Sometimes it's completely normal.
It's like one of them yesterday was I was playing yesterday, and one of the main ones that I got that I remember was has been often approached by college scouts. It's like, wow, that's such a good little indicator of a character that's a complete NPC in the game, because that shows how much of a personality they have.
And they went into a lot of detail. I have seen very, very few repetitions.
I think I've seen one, and that was the clown thing, because that was significant.
Right. Oh, incidentally, it's important that we establish for our viewing public that one of the new things that we're going to be doing for this stream, we're going to have little things, and depending on what game we're playing, it might be a challenge, it might be just a rule of operation or something like that. But tonight, we have 3 very special rules. And Jack, if you'll throw these in the,
absolutely
Twitch chat area. But so, rule number 1, if you watched the demonstration of the multiplayer demo, you saw a particularly politically incorrect van with a sombrero on top of it.
Yeah.
And every single time that we see that, we have to, at the top of our lungs, sing the Mexican hat dance.
Okay.
So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is if we stumble across, and we said initially pedophiles, but I think there are also several other crimes that are particularly heinous in this game.
Yeah, there are some pretty bad ones. It does reveal some very dirty secrets for the NPCs.
So we'll just go Boondock Saints on them.
Right, exactly. And that's the rule, is that if you stumble across anyone that the neighborhood watch would find particularly alarming to have in one's neighborhood, we'll kill them. So that's rule number 2, and damn the consequences.
Okay.
And that rule is called Neighborhood Watch.
Neighborhood Watch.
Right. And rule number 3 was if anyone invades the game, we have to scream like little sissy school children.
Stranger danger.
Yeah, and that's called stranger danger.
Okay.
Now, at some point this will happen, but in order to get invaded, I think the highest possibility, of being, you should do that. Really, let's see some of the multiplayer elements.
Okay.
So this right here,
I really like the multiplayer, I have to say.
It's
before we go
amazing.
into it, I'm so...
This is a really good time to
It's
to
very
start
revolutionary, I would say.
It doesn't feel like anything I've ever played.
It's the Willis Tower. Sorry, Sears Tower. It'll forever be the Sears Tower.
So the thing that you're going to run into here, there are some matchmaking issues with Uplay, but I don't know if you're used to this, but I generally have to wait about a minute before I get into someone else's hack.
Absolutely. I often get dropped from their matchmaking completely.
Right.
Which is quite frustrating, because I'm working towards getting all the achievements on this game, which I don't normally do. But I really, really want to 1000G this game, because I play it on the Xbox, and I just need 10 hacks, and I just can't find the matches for it.
Yes. There is a lot of that.
A lot of memes, I'd say. There's some really old ones as well.
Yeah, there are. So the thing that you'll run into, first of all, this game does not require you to play it online. You don't have to experience the different online sort of details of it. The game is much better if you do. It's much more interesting. So if you start to do a hack around someone that is excellent. If you start to do a hack... Yeah. around someone that says that they're a Bloom security agent,
Oh,
they will
Christ.
detect you, and you
Okay.
will set yourself up for a very high possibility of being hacked. You need to get a very discreet vehicle, and don't act like you're a player.
Okay, and you won't appear as like a player to them.
No.
It's going to be like
That was-
Assassin's Creed, where you appear as like.
Right.
See, that was one of the things I couldn't wrap my head around when I first heard about this. Was it took me a little while to understand that you don't
The van
you don't
would drop.
appear as Aiden in the other person's world. Only the player appears
Right.
as Aiden, and you appear as an NPC.
So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to get as close as possible to him without doing stuff like that.
Right.
You when you're close enough, and close enough is probably less than 100 meters or 75, you're going to want to start driving a little bit more slowly, and you need to be, not need to be, but your best case scenario is if you were in a place where you can, I would do that,
Do it.
fast travel to the target. You want to be in a place where there are a bunch of cameras, because that'll probably be easier for you to deal with. Okay, this is fun. Okay, careful. This is the most interesting thing in this game.
So you hold
Hack,
X and that
then
starts the
hit
hack.
A, tap A.
I did.
That's just you getting into cover.
Hit down to initiate. Okay, now you have to...
Do I have to hold down?
No, you're
No,
good.
you just that's it. But you. Oh,
He's seen you. All right.
wow, he got you really
Wow,
fast.
he did.
Oh, you got to get away.
Yeah,
So you have to get outside this ring in the mini map, and he can't get you.
right. And if you do that, then you haven't won, but he hasn't won. He got you fast.
Yeah, how did he get that so fast?
I don't
he
know.
might have actually found an easy way to get rid of hackers is to, if you take over a camera nearby when you're trying to find the person hacking you, it profiles people much faster.
Okay.
So that might have been what happened just by bad luck.
He is behind you in a very fast-moving vehicle. Do that. Oh!
That was a
Oh!
pretty good leap.
That was excellent.
Oh, you are so close.
I wonder if you...
I don't know what happened to this.
Oh,
guy.
yeah, you got it! Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Nice.
That bridge trapped him. That's okay. That's the multiplayer in the game.
Yeah.
So you didn't
It does
win that,
usually last
but you
longer.
also didn't lose that.
Yeah.
I have had a lot of trouble winning stuff in that. I'm much better at playing defense than I am at playing offense.
See, I like the offense a lot more, but I'm playing it very differently to you.
Right.
I actually found... So yesterday I got my first successful hack without being detected.
Right.
So what happened was I found one of those signs in the street that are like a triangle,
Okay.
like a prism triangle. So as the person was running around trying to find me, I just switched cover to the opposite side to
Oh,
them.
shit.
Oh goodness!
And that's
Ouch.
realism for you, ladies and gentlemen. He
Yeah.
is super dead.
So I just kept switching. I was like running around the sign. It was like two people on the other ends of a tree.
That's excellent.
So that was good
That
fun.
is excellent.
I did get 100% and they couldn't catch me.
So that's one of the kinds of multiplayer. I haven't actually played the team deathmatch yet, by the way.
No, I haven't
But-
played it either.
Go ahead and walk back onto the sidewalk. I don't want you to get hit by a car. Tap up on the D-pad. Smartphone! Use your right stick to navigate that. So, just pop into the progression really quick, since we're doing details about the game. Yeah. So, those are the progression points for each of the different kind of challenges. Every single icon there is a different kind of way to play. There are a ton of side quests, there are a ton of collectibles. Some of those are mission stuff, some of those are side missions. Tap the right bumper. So you've got this DNA style tree, and these are the different upgrades that are available. Go ahead and burn both of those two gun ones since we're playing this, and we're going to show how you play the game on a different...
So, combat?
Yeah. And just burn the two white ones, because those are the only ones you can do. We're going to play this sequence here a little bit differently than the way that I have been playing it.
That's how I've been playing it.
So scroll down. Online contracts. Okay, so this is essentially the multiplayer. There's tailing, online free roam, decryption, online race, hacking. The CTOS mobile stuff is pretty interesting. Online decryption is the versus. That's the closest thing to a deathmatch there is in this. So if you want to do this now, you can. I was just going to show people the different games.
Okay, let's try it. Isn't that the capture the flag one? Right?
Yeah.
That's the one where on the demo you could hide in the back of a truck and use the back of it as cover.
Yeah.
Also, I know there's going to be DLC for old-fashioned cars like GTA. Mm-hmm. I really hope so, and I can't wait for it.
But how would you hack them if they don't have computers?
Oh, I don't care. I just need them. I need the old-fashioned cars so I can have the... I got the Tommy gun yesterday in the single player.
Right.
So I've been using nothing but that. Despite my...
Is that available not through the season
It
pass?
actually is.
Okay,
the normal version of it is available through... it's the QR codes that you find throughout the game,
okay.
the collectibles. When you find all of them, you get the Tommy gun.
I've had a little bit of trouble getting those QR codes to trigger off.
Yeah, they're kind of funny. You have to go out of the camera and then into the camera again, is what I've always found to work.
Okay.
Basically, turn it off again. Turn it off, turn it on again.
Right.
That would make more sense. I'm still blown away by how many new mechanics are introduced to this that don't feel forced.
Yeah.
Now I know what's her name, who plays Lana on Archer.
Mm-hmm.
I think she has like a little cameo in this game. Somebody found
Aisha Taylor.
Yeah,
she does. I've seen the cameo. It's okay. There was okay. This is gonna be incredible.
Yeah, go ahead and hack that person that's blue. You always want to do that if you.
Yeah, blues are always a good advantage.
Where?
On the right, behind that guy. Left? Oh, he was like in that crowd. It's the one with the phone symbol, I think. I actually noticed there was a porn star name as part of the crowd as well.
Right.
So there's also a cameo by a
someone
star of
found Wayne, Bruce the other day.
Oh, that's cool. There has been Malcolm something from Malcolm in the Middle. I can't remember the second name, but the occupation is middle child.
No.
So that makes a lot of sense.
So you built up a good amount of cash. At some point, you're going to want to run by an ATM. One of the things we should do after this is just show some of the actual different kinds of side missions.
Yeah.
This might time out. Former child actor. You want to steal money from a former child actor. Man, what does he do now? A construction, apparently. That's depressing.
You're also right next to a weapons drop, which is on the map, the little crosshair symbol. That is it's a side...
Okay, and then what's the gun on the right, then?
That's a weapons store.
So inside there is... the police have been selling guns to people around the city, and part of that investigation is you finding out why they're selling them and who they're selling them to. So this trailing line is actually the stream of data that you're reading through your phone. So you can find where the box is to open that door because of the phone that you have, and it reads the data. Right. So it's almost a little puzzle to finish off the investigation.
They usually have a lot of elements that involve either the parkour problem solving in the game, or you have to switch to a camera, manipulate a certain device. Like there was one where I had to lower a crane, a forklift load in order to be able to have line of sight to hack the device in question.
Mm-hmm. Cameras are a very big part of it as well.
Yeah, you might want to follow the line. Just follow it around the building in the opposite. So it's up there. There's probably a way to get up there, or a camera that has an angle on that. So look around in the environment. It totally goes up there.
It might be on the left. Left.
That would be.
It will be the way to get up is going to be on your left on the other building, and you'll go across then.
Yeah.
It's very Far Cry-esque in its puzzle solving, in that they're very simple puzzles, but they
involve you traversing a lot of the environment.
Yeah, I don't want to say tedious, but they have that element to them where it's like, oh, okay, I've got to go around here and find this. And
how big of a Chicago vibe do you get? Like, have you been to Chicago before?
So, yeah.
Because I used to grow up outside of in Illinois, and then we would go to Chicago many times a year.
So. You're pegging on what is my back away from that and do that, because that'll be important to do. So again, that's sort of little tiny puzzle solving stuff like that. Now, so my biggest complaint about the game thus far is that Grand Theft Auto does something very smart when they say this is Liberty City, and the implication is that it's pretty much supposed to be, it's supposed to be New York, but it's not. And that way, I'm not looking for Wrigley Field or something like that. Like, I'm not looking for these important real
landmarks
world. Yeah, and if something's different, I'm not disappointed. I think this game, in particular, the dialect work, and then some of the ways that it feels to me like they changed the way that the layout of Chicago, like something that's intrinsically important, like it being like having a huge lakeshore area that is the way that, you know, it's Lakeshore Drive, right? I'm not crazy.
I couldn't say.
Isn't that right?
Blanking, but
it doesn't feel enough like Chicago for me to be okay with them calling it Chicago. Personally, that's just how I feel.
Alright, so I'm following the stream.
Over here, and then down, and then over, and then up that building, so follow it some more. And then up, and then over.
Nothing.
So go back to that, go back over there. Hit, it's behind, yeah.
So it's over
Tap
that
X again, make sure that your thing's open. Okay, tap it again. It's down a level. It's down there. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
So now the gate's going to be open down where you go.
Right.
Cool.
Provided there isn't more than one of those leading into it.
There is sometimes more than one, yeah.
Right. And that's the kind of puzzle solving this game does.
Cool. Not very complicated, but some of the mini games I actually really enjoy. Like the, I'm not sure if we'll see it in this demo, but actually we could always find a way to make one, because there's always one with the privacy invasions, but where you switch around the pipes to keep the data flow going, and
Yes.
you unlock the sections. I actually
Right.
really like that mini game. Gun enthusiast.
I think it does. I think it does a really good job of introducing a lot of different things. Nope. Oh God.
What?
Oh God. He knows. You started to hack one of the Bloom people.
They're kind of funny too.
There's a really good possibility you're about to get invaded.
I mean, they're always funny to hack and then just follow
By
very
another
slowly
player,
behind.
or is it by...
Yeah, that's one of
or
those
AI?
people, if you hack them, they, like, there's a much increased chance of... Oh, that's a random crime.
How
Did
do
you
you
chase that guy?
Right trigger.
That's...
And
Right.
then when you get close enough, you can press B to take him out with a giant stick of plastic. Which sounds way more brutal than it should be, considering it's like a police baton.
Do you want to
Yeah.
hear something really awkward? Last time I was in Chicago, I watched somebody rob somebody in...
Nice.
Oh, wow.
It was
So-
across the street, and yeah. it was-
So this is your redemption song.
yeah.
B. Hold B. So B is the, like,
Universal,
the parkour
I do everything.
button.
God, I wish... Okay, this is one of the biggest things I have, the problem I have with this game. I wish your sprint was just a tiny bit faster, so you could catch up with these motherfuckers a little bit quicker, because I spend so long running after
I
them.
frequently shoot them in the leg.
It doesn't slow them down enough, because once you've shot them in the leg, they get up in enough time to
Do
just
it.
run away anyway.
Whack! Whack!
It seems so brutal.
So
And then it's just
that's
like,
good.
he's done.
Right, so you should... there's no problem, middle child. Brian Lucas.
Can I hack it?
There you go. That's another online thingy.
There's a lot of online...
So the multiplayer, or
Elements.
the matchmaking thing, disconnected, I guess?
Yeah,
mine does that a lot. But
it-
that's the problem the servers are having for the next couple of days.
I also think it has to do with the single player being... the multiplayer being optional in the campaign. You don't have to do it online. You can, but you don't have to. I think a lot of people have it turned off because it is one of those Dark Souls style, this is almost adversarial.
I actually found out you don't gain anything gameplay-wise from the multiplayer. You only gain those skills.
Yeah, and
for
those
the
skills are
multiplayer, and
interesting.
That's
but-
fine. But it's...
Yeah, where was it again?
I like that they didn't
It's to your
have...
left. You're heading in the right to.
I like that there weren't weapons that are unlocked by playing a multiplayer, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Like, you can get everything in single player, but if you want to take a little bit more time and just get the last of the skills, you can do that.
Okay, well, what do you see the lasting appeal of the multiplayer? Because I know Assassin's Creed, I feel like, is pretty dead online. Everyone plays it about once or
You can just walk through.
twice.
Yes.
That's it. Oh no, it's in there. Which means it's part of the investigation.
Sweet.
Do I scan them first?
Mm-hmm. The pickup just gives you the equipment, like a reward, and the scan is to actually complete that investigation.
Cool.
So there's 9 of those throughout the city, and there's...
How do I check out my new guns?
So, well, you need to go to that gun store at some point. But tap the left bumper. I am not on board with the 50-50 caps that they have in this game. Not on board with that. They got a bunch of baller caps in it, and he looks dumb in them.
He kind of looks like Robert Rodriguez with this hat.
I still am just not a fan of the player model, and none of the costumes really change it enough for me to like it.
No, it's kind of obnoxious. Tap your left bumper. So that's your gun. Tap your left bumper again.
I did.
Okay, so now it's gone. Now one of them is probably going to call the cops because you pulled a gun out.
Should I knock her out?
No, don't.
You actually can't do it until something happens.
Oh, pang. So now hold down the left bumper. This won't do the same sort of thing. Now, if you point the right stick towards what you want to select...
And then it's the directional buttons change them.
Right.
You don't have many weapons.
You
haven't played it as much, have you?
No, but I don't need them. I only use the silenced pistol. That's the only gun I've ever used.
I use the silenced pistol, the grenade launcher, and because every now and again I feel like being a badass, the one-handed shotgun. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Purely because the one-handed shotgun, the animation is he'll stick it out with one arm, fire it, and then just grab the pump action and shake it.
That is a Cthulhu enthusiast, by the way. We did just see one of those. That is not on the neighborhood watch list, by the way.
It's sadly not.
We actively encourage Cthulhu worship.
Absolutely.
No, I can't hack this person, right?
Yeah, you can. No, the only time it's when their profession says Bloom Associate Affiliate or one of the other things.
Also, a quick little reference to something is sometimes you'll find former Abstergo employees.
Oh. See, yeah, knew it. Confirmed.
Same universe.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure this is a guy that was hacking at the end of Assassin's Creed 4. I'm pretty sure it's him.
It makes a lot of sense.
I was waiting for them to be like, haha, same universe.
I mean, the symbol on his back is pretty Assassin's Creed.
And the Abstergo employee thing pretty much confirms that, right?
It certainly links the universes.
And its decryption is the versus, right?
Yeah.
That's the...
Like I said,
that's the multiplayer versus, yes. There's a lot of 1v1 stuff in there that you could conceivably... I would just keep doing it. I mean, we all know Uplay doesn't have the best level of reliability. Look at you, looking at leaderboards.
Oops.
So, one of the things I'm really interested to see is the CTOS integration.
The mobile app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the multiplayer again.
It's this one, right?
Yeah. And then I think it's the bottom left. Click on that. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Let's see if we have any. Jack, do you have that installed on your phone?
I actually do. I was going to ask you for your Uplay thingamajig.
Okay. Do you need the username or do you need what does it ask for?
It asks for...
It's the same username everything else is.
Of course, there's no step.
Yep, go ahead and do it.
Oh. How much?
I'm not sure that's neighborhood watching.
But it's pretty bad, but not worthy.
Take your money. I can't take his money.
Yeah. What? What?
Nothing. I just want to see if this works.
Ah! What's happening?
I didn't do anything just yet.
Okay. Oh, he just can't drive. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, I have sent a thing. I want to see if this works now. Because the objective for you should be... That's it. Okay,
That's it.
so
Hit
if
down.
you press down on the D-pad, you have to go through the checkpoints before I can kill you.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. So
That is really cool.
This is what I was looking for with this. I was having trouble doing it, but I was also trying to do it to myself, and that, that isn't ever the same when you try and do it to your. Talking about video games.
Oh, connection lost.
Aww.
See, that's what I'm expecting a ton of. That right there.
Honestly, Uplay was one of the deterrents for me for buying this.
Right.
That does seem to be a pretty common thing.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's ever happy about Uplay.
I think we should
really
try
wish I had
one
known
more time.
Oh, you should. You should keep doing it till it works.
Down on the D-pad. If it's the Jack Packer one, that's me sending the mobile challenge. I have to say the mobile app is actually not bad. It's actually pretty fun.
I haven't used it with anyone else because I don't have any friends in Uplay.
Oh,
Nobody uses
okay.
Uplay.
This is me playing then.
All right.
So this kind of reminds me. Was it supposed to be kind of like what Need for Speed, like Most Wanted, and that where you're trying to take down the other player?
No.
Haha.
So yeah, this is the kind of asynchronous multiplayer that I find interesting. Did you? You did. I find that the traffic light stuff doesn't work unless you do it early. Oh, Mary cops. That's gonna be bad.
That's totally me sending cops to you.
You're not gonna like that. That's a helicopter.
That's me. I'm the helicopter.
Are
I
you?
hate you.
Yeah, you play the helicopter and you're stopping the opponent get to checkpoints. So I'm dragging... Okay, just to give you context for what I'm doing, I'm dragging the helicopter around the screen and trying to keep it close to your character while sending out patrol troops and hacking the things in front of you to stop you getting ahead.
This is why this is a seriously revolutionary multiplayer. This is a fascinating gameplay paradox. And you can just do this, by the way. You don't necessarily have to own the game. You just
I'm now going to add you and just mess with you all the time now that I know you'll be playing.
Yeah, I mean, you absolutely can do that. Now, note, though, it is voluntary, right?
You can decline the challenge.
Yeah. Now, there are things that are not voluntary. The invasions, you don't get to have the choice as to whether or not you allow someone to invade you, but you can do things that minimize the risk of them doing it, like not hacking Bloom affiliates or having a wanted level or that sort of stuff. It's not called wanted level, is it? I always do that. Heat, yes.
Heat.
Well played.
Hey.
So there you go.
Hey, I got a first daily victory thing.
Yeah.
That is really good fun. I'm so pleased with that.
Yeah.
And I also leveled up. Thank you very much, JJ. For
Well,
your terrible racing.
That did actually come out of my account, by the way. It's important that you know that. Yeah.
Oh wow, I actually get... Okay, so there are skill points in the mobile app that I can buy. Wow.
Yeah. You should totes get a different car.
It's really hard to take somebody serious who's calling himself Bad Boy 17, though.
Right, absolutely. And with the mask.
It's not spoilers when you've seen the trailers, but it's not a boy.
I know, but still.
OMG, spoilers! It's totally not a spoiler. We knew who that was straight away.
Yeah, we did.
So when it has a little car symbol next to people with the blue thing, when you hack them, you actually are able to call that car upon you.
Grab that one.
Yes,
that is the car that you want to drive.
That's
go ahead
if
and
it's
do
not
that.
a motorcycle, it should be.
Yeah, go ahead and hack him. Go ahead and hack him. Ah, sweet. So, you just, by the way, signed up to go be the offensive party in one of the invasions. And I just really like how seamless this is. I really like how easy it is to jump into and out of that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got a notification from the CTOS app that you were challenging me after it was already over.
Oh, it's kind of dumb.
So steal this car?
Yeah, you should do that, yeah.
But the thing is, I would probably be able to send you the challenge when you were offline, and then you would be able to log on and accept the challenge. That's probably why it gives you the notification.
Well, we're going to see that, because I'm going to try it right now.
But yeah, I'm really pleased with how the online is integrated into it. It's not like a separate lobby. It's not a different mode that feels tacked on and just left behind. It really is part of the single player, but not necessary, but in a good way.
The only thing
mandatory.
Not mandatory. The only thing I have a concern about to date is just it's the matchmaking implementation. I think the one thing that could kill this as a multiplayer is not being able to really do it.
Yeah. But this is only the first couple of days of the game coming out.
Absolutely.
It's the best-selling new IP that Ubisoft's ever made. The figures came out a couple of days ago, so it's expected to have this kind of server
What is
problem.
like the most pre-ordered game too?
Something like that. Isn't it Destiny at this point though? The most pre-ordered game? I would have
I
thought
thought this beat Destiny.
I'm not sure. It's had a lot of hype around it. But the problem is it has so much hype that I think a lot of people are now fighting against the hype because of the tiny things that have changed since they demoed it.
What, in this or Destiny?
In this.
For me, it was I was really excited when they first announced it, and I think that ship has kind of sailed for me for actually wanting to buy it.
That seems to be a really common thing with this game, is people are excited straight away and then kind of just falling off the bandwagon.
Well, it's also this... I'm kind of in this place where I don't enjoy open world games as much, which, most people think, oh, well, everything has to be open world, it's much better. I'm like, well, it's yes and no.
It depends on the experience. It depends on how well it's delivered.
Like, if a lot of people are like, well, you can do anything in an open world game. Yeah, but for me, when there's too much to do, I can get bored easily.
That's exactly what happened to me with... what was the game? Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed 4, there was too much to do.
There was a ton. That was a very large world. And as a means of avoiding the criticism its previous titles had really garnered, I think they threw you into the game really quickly, which is nice because Assassin's Creed 3 obviously had a 15-hour prologue. But
I was so annoying.
But there's something in between the two that you really need to address, I think. And Assassin's Creed 4, it was like, hold on, how can we make him an assassin as quickly as... Oh, he's not an assassin! Oh, he just has the stuff. But
he just has
that dude can parkour like a motherfucker! How do we explain that? Pirate. Alright, whatever.
But he has a ship pirate.
Right.
Great game, just didn't really fit.
See...
thematically.
I actually never got to play as Connor in Assassin's Creed 3. I just got that bored and stopped playing.
He sucked.
And
I also did not play as Connor.
And then it was one of these like, I really don't care. Oh, look, Dishonored. This is a better stealth game for me.
See, well, first of all, anyone that says that the Assassin's Creed games are stealth games is confused about the definition of stealth. Those games, you cannot... You can play them stealth, but it's like trying to open a doorknob with your elbow.
It has to be. This is also not quite a stealth title,
right?
Yeah, because I have a lot of fun just going all guns blazing.
Yeah,
like one of the most fun moments I've had with this game was I was in a gang hideout, which is one of the side missions you can take.
We should do one of those because he'll enjoy that more than anything else in the game.
Yeah, and I just pulled out the Tommy gun. I was just striding forwards, just pointing at the right people as quickly as possible. It was so cool. Yeah, it was so out of character, but it was very cool.
Hit the back button.
But I was really happy to hear, like, originally when they're like, oh no, they made it in the trailer, it seemed like his daughter died or something along those lines.
His niece.
His niece.
Well, I was glad it was changed, or it ended up being the niece, not like the daughter, because the whole revenge plot, you murdered my daughter.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a bit further through the story than you are, and I'm not... I gotta be honest. I don't want to say anything too bad about this game, but I'm still not quite enamored towards it.
A lot of the complaints about this game are the narrative.
I have to be honest, I don't like the main character. Aiden is so generic to me.
Yeah. See, the thing about the revenge plot that kind of bothers me is, like, this isn't one of those games where he was a completely innocent party doing something completely innocent, and then someone did something that screwed him over.
Except that he isn't an innocent party at all.
Well, that's the point that I'm making, is like, it isn't that situation because he was doing what he was doing, and the reason that something happened to his family members was because he was doing what he was doing, right? And so now he's all angry that he got caught doing what he was doing.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that the actual mechanics are good enough. Survival chess.
I haven't played any of the chess challenges. One thing that I do like about the game...
Actually, I'm sorry, hit B. Yeah. Pull up your phone.
Up on the D-pad.
It's one of the fixer contracts. Where are the...
Fixed contracts, that one. What are you looking for?
Where are the gang hideouts?
You have to press B. You have to go to the map and find the...
Okay, so they are on the map.
Because you actually hack civilians that have affiliations to gangs, and they give you gang hideouts.
That's right.
But you can find them on the map anytime you want.
Where's the map again?
Press B,
back.
and then back.
Okay.
But the...
What would be the icon I'm looking for?
The icon is a fist in a blue... There we go. That one there at the bottom. Just near the train, up a little bit, and left. That's it. On the right, you just have... There we go. That's the gang hideout.
Okay.
So when you get there, you can either go in all guns blazing, and you just have to... You can't kill the gang leader, you have to knock them out, I think, which is B, like you did with the criminal.
Okay.
Or you can go stealth and just take him out and take everyone else out with things like the hacks or exploding things near them.
I'm warning, there's also a fruit punch flavor.
What is this magic?
What?
Watermelon Oreo.
What?
Watermelon Oreo.
Yeah.
Should you want a watermelon Oreo?
Oh, I've had them before.
I
got them for you guys.
I don't know how I feel about these.
I know how I feel about it now! Oh my god!
Regretting that yet?
I know, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
It's weird, but I'm okay with it. That's product placement in a weird way.
Yeah.
We are not in any way sponsored by Oreos.
You just ingested a cookie that just happened to have a cream filling that was not of another brand name.
Smooth.
You should raise that when the truck's on the middle of it. That was fun.
Yeah, I've noticed that with Ubisoft games, the main character is just like Far Cry 3.
What?
Could not
douche.
care.
Totally douche.
Couldn't give less of a shit about the main character. But
Yeah.
like you said, that's most Ubisoft games.
I was friendly to you, like, once.
This is Vixen.
Hello, Vixen.
I am pretty.
Good thing I'm on my drugs.
Hello, Vixen. You will love me. Meow, 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 meow. Hello, JJ. Here's my tail and all that upper. Face. Oh.
Yes, Vixen does do that.
So
Yeah, when you go up to the gang hideout symbol, you'll just... just show you. If you press up on the D-pad now, these are actually city hotspots around the city. And if you go to the gifts with the right stick, you can collect gifts that other players have left in that hotspot.
You're playing Foursquare!
Pretty much.
You were playing Foursquare.
That is pretty much how it
Focus
works.
boost or mix?
Oh, you can take both.
If I'm not full on both.
Well then.
Okay.
Oh, he left me drugs.
I leave those a lot because I have a lot of focus. I have a lot of focus boosts because I use them a lot, so I make them a lot. So
I leave a lot of
often
drugs.
I leave a lot of drugs around the city.
Such a nice guy.
I just like helping out the kids, man. They just need some help relaxing.
Okay. So
You can view the tutorial.
That's actually what I really like that in this game.
But I take it I'm going to that place too.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the phone, there's actually tutorials on every aspect of the game in case you forget anything or you haven't played in a while. and it explains it like step by step what you're going through as you play it.
I don't mean to be this guy, but that's totally necessary because there is a ton of different stuff.
Oh my god, there is so much to remember on how to do in this game. I think I got halfway through a main mission and I genuinely couldn't remember how to throw things like the lures or the grenades, so I had to go through the tutorial and just check.
Target.
Yes, that means don't kill, basically.
And it takes that red building on the map.
That's right.
And it'll identify which one he is, but the knockdown is the melee, the tapping B. It'll prompt you to do it, but
I actually really like that you don't switch yourself between stealth and anything else. It does it automatically for you. I'm a big fan of that. So yeah, if you look on the camera,
do that first. Go
that's
into cover.
That's how you're going to scout and see and tag enemies, and it'll show you on the map where they are. I think it needs to be the other side of the cover, like there. So when you look around, it should. Oh, they might be upstairs.
You can zoom with right and left trigger.
Oh, they'll be upstairs.
Stealth.
I like how quick he is, though. When he's crouching, like his walking speed when he's crouching is really satisfying.
I think it's the same as it is when he's walking, which is convenient.
Yeah, I'm tired of moving about half a mile an hour when I'm crouching. Like, you don't feel like you can catch up with anyone.
Okay, so hover over that guy again. Note that says distract. So basically, if you do that, right, it's going to show.
He'll just get a random call. And he'll keep looking this way. Or
it'll be a text that... Like, there was one guy that was like, falsified his taxes next year, and the little thing popped up, and it was like a text from the IRS or something like that. Like, they're very clever mechanics. If you do that, it might kill him. So make sure it's not that dude. Okay. This is one of the more interesting things. So, if you can go into a guy that has a hidden camera... You can sort of steer him by devices around him. Like, you can highlight something that has, like, the distract functionality on it. Now, the disadvantage of this is that once you're in his camera and walking somewhere, unless there's somewhere to ditch, you're stuck in him. Yeah.
Oh, that's Fedora. I haven't noticed too much of a difference.
Before he goes up there.
I haven't noticed too much of a difference between the different types of enemies, though.
I think it's different equipment, different accuracy.
So probably should kill him.
Yeah, that tends to be something that's a good thing to do.
I guess cause...
Because them calling reinforcements is kind of a bitch.
You okay? Did she claw you?
No, I can actually feel my arm swelling. So I might.
You might want to go wash. Oh, someone knows where you are. Oh, that's why. That's because look at you.
Yeah, he's still alive though.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hold left trigger and yeah.
Well, there you go. All right, you may as well go loud. I have a grenade launcher.
The shooting in the game is so.
It's a little bit like a Splinter Cell Conviction.
Yeah,
it controls very well.
Yeah.
You won't have any problems with that. It isn't an automatic lock out of cover, though.
So that's him calling for reinforcements, that little symbol. So if you can kill him before that fills up.
But you would have to get up there. Yeah, no.
No, that was that guy on the right there.
And again, JJ, just so you know, I do have a grenade launcher, so if that's a choice you want to make. Or you can just use the shotgun, whichever.
But the shotgun is so much fun.
Oh, God.
Oh, damn it.
For future reference, you can also click in the right stick during combat to use that focus, the same as you do during the driving. Which is so good to use with the...
Do you want to go watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It feels really good to use that during the...
Jack?
Yeah.
You're more comfortable with the controller.
Okay.
If you want to hand me the laptop, I can take it.
But I hear the game is... Easily I think it'll be fine for keyboard and mouse. I'll keep an eye on it.
It is, quite.
There's not really using the chat.
I have yet to run into. Do you know what the headset?
Yeah, right.
Okay. I have yet to run into anything about the PC controls that are problematic.
Mm.
Yes, I know. You're apologizing.
Do you think that lift would be useful?
Lift? Where?
Yeah.
What? Where? I didn't see that. Oh, that would actually be totally useful, yes.
Yeah.
Whoop. Hello.
Yeah, and once you get in cover there, I don't think you'll have too much of a problem. As long as you can get into a camera, you'll be okay. Unless you're trying... Oh,
Bugger.
damn it, Jack.
Hey, they don't know where I am.
So, there's no chance in hell of you trying to stealth this, right?
I feel like
I might try. Just for shits and giggles.
Most of my skills are based around that. Sure.
warning you, I'll be making noise.
Dun dun dun. So, all right. So we've shown a little bit of the core gameplay.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, this is an open world title, so we're not going to be able to do the same sort of thing that we do with most games, which is go through a decent chunk of it and do it in order. But so I think it's more important that we show little glimpses of gameplay and stuff like that, and then just in general talk about our impression of it. On the whole, what do you think?
I think it's a more than solid title that has some small flaws.
Okay.
To me, that's how I would sum it up. Like, there are some small things that I have issues with the game. Like, the character model looks totally dumb.
Yeah.
And there are some problems with the matchmaking so far. But really, there's nothing wrong with the game at all.
I don't think there's anything glaring. I think once I don't really want to talk about the matchmaking until...
You got to leave it a while to give it time.
Because
this is using a lore to get someone into the exploding thing,
which
by the
is
way.
brilliant. I don't think they did any sort of major.
Okay, I want to see if you have something. You do. I'm so glad.
Yeah, I mean, I had to buy that. So this is the fast gunplay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go loud just to show the other type of gameplay here.
Right, absolutely. Definitely pick up anything you walk across, because I may not have it. I bought a very few guns.
Okay.
I don't spend much money in games like this. I buy every costume. I always do that. And keep in mind, if you are going loud, this is unrealistic.
Okay.
So you can take 2 shots.
So it wasn't
You
just
can't shoot him,
completely
can you?
Sucking. It was
No, you can't. God damn.
Yeah.
I could have just literally run to
JJ,
him.
it was not you doing that at all. Every time I've gotten into combat in this game, with more than 2 people, I've died unless it was a gang fight, and that was because
I think I did pretty well.
you
there.
did, yeah,
For realistic.
well done.
Just if I had not shot that last guy, that would have been totally fine.
Well, the difference is I don't play that way. Like, so if
Yeah.
I get into combat, it's because my stealth has gone tits
Ori.
up.
That's
And,
mostly the reason I get into combat. So when you do stealth,
Yeah.
do you kill everyone, or do you just like try and slip past them?
I haven't killed anybody except in those, like, until we've played this here. I didn't kill a single person that
What?
wasn't involved in one of those criminal convoys.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, because with most of these stealth areas, and now I
Oh,
should be
shit.
clear about this, I have not done a single gang hideout yet.
Oh,
But 90% of what I do through cameras, and I'll find the least populated route, and then I'll sneak through it. Every single one of those CTOS areas with the criminals, I've gotten through with lures, and that's it. I love the lures; they work really, really, really well.
I use
Thank you, sir.
I use jam comms a lot. So look, this guy's got a grenade on him that I've set off to explode.
Mm-hmm.
That's always good fun.
It's really hard not to do that when you're having a particularly frustrating time with one of the
You got
stealth
the
sequences.
So you got the golden Desert Eagle there.
Yes.
Oh, you cool. But you also have a revolver, so obviously.
Right. See, I have to use that silenced pistol just because I feel like it gives me a really major advantage. Because the people up front don't realize that I'm near there. That guy seemed to be a little confused.
Yeah, he was like, "There's a guy there." Nah. I really like the focused shooting.
Yeah. The thing that I like about it is it and now granted this is a very different gameplay mechanic from Max Payne, but you can't spend all day in it.
No, it's a really short duration, which was frustrating at first, but I really realised why they've done it. Whoop!
It's for one of those to correct a mistake, not taking advantage of a situation.
No, can't tag.
Oh, that was going so well there.
You mean the 3 guys that were shooting you?
Yeah,
That was the part that was going well?
I killed 2 or 3, that's more than half.
Yeah.
Because math. I'm not wrong, it's just not the most accurate I could be.
If I can figure out a way to do this via stealth so that we can get all the different gameplay.
I was just thinking, I see a lot of potential with this as a franchise. Because, like, for me, I was really hyped for the first Assassin's Creed and was let down.
Yeah.
And then I was going to be like, I'm not going to buy 2. Wasn't going to do it. Rented it and played it nonstop until I beat it.
I liked 2 a lot.
And so, I mean, I think this is a good game. I want to see what they're going to do with it.
That cat needs to go back in his room right now.
2 was great. I really didn't like 3.
Nobody liked 3.
I did like Brotherhood. I like the additions that they made to Brotherhood, and then Revelations added too much. It was the bombs and everything else was...
I never opened my copy of Revelations.
It wasn't worth it, honestly. Apart from a couple of story moments, which means the end, there wasn't really much.
Should have just
point.
wikied it.
Yeah, absolutely. Or watch the YouTube playthrough of it, which I've done with a couple of games recently. Like Rise, Son of Rome was one that I did that for. I just watched the YouTube movie of it where they just took all the cutscenes and the important gameplay moments. But I wouldn't pay for that game.
You know, I got it day one because I got that, Forza, and Dead Rising. I didn't hate Rise.
Yeah.
I was a little irked by the whole reusing the character models. You know, when you're fighting the same guy and there's 2 of them in the room. Combat-wise, the pseudo quick-time event stuff.
Right.
It wasn't awful. I mean, you felt badass, but that only goes
Oh, goodness.
And Sucker Punch. But...
No! Wrong!
No!
Wrong.
Someone's calling
That's the
reinforcements
Assassin's
on
Creed
your left.
moment of, I didn't mean to climb on that.
Enforcements on your left. You're going to want to kill that guy. Oh, he's downstairs. Oh.
But
I like the shotguns in this game.
for me, the best shotgun type weapon though is still the flak cannon from Unreal.
Oh shit, they've called the police. That's one way of getting to the gang leader. I'll just drive there.
Does not came out with the car count?
You can only die from a car hit, I think.
Ooh.
They have to be. It has to be a melee kill, or a melee.
You can melee somebody with a car.
I mean, that is technically a melee.
Alright, well, so since this has gone tits up...
James is using a...
Oh, jeez.
It's stealth.
What?
It's stealthy. Kind of. How did they not die?
Some of them did. So what's wrong with the explosions, by the way?
I don't know. Some people had problems with the way they look compared to the E3 demo.
Okay, everyone's complaining about the E3 demo versus this.
Yeah. But it's the same bitching we get with every game ever, with every game ever.
Stealth.
I mean,
Is what I call that.
Yes,
that was stealthy.
The E3 demo did look better. But it's one of those things where you can never really expect the game to look that way.
No, because it had to run on existing hardware. This had to run on 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Which
You could optimize this game to look about as good as that E3 demo did, if you picked one or two of those platforms.
Which I kind of think they should have done, because they were pushing this as to be the next big, next gen game, and I think it would have been appropriate to leave the PS3 and Xbox 360 out of it, and just gone with.
Yeah, I am on the emotional side of that argument, but
financially, I understand why.
Right, absolutely. I mean, one of the ways that the developer of the Borderlands pre-sequel put it was their last game, Borderlands 2, sold more copies than there are both Xbox Ones and PS4s in the market. Like, I get that. You don't want to cut yourself out of money. I do think this game would have looked considerably better if it had been optimized that way.
See, JJ plays like I do. Stealth, but everyone's dead.
Yeah. See,
no one can tell
because
no
nobody
one can tell anyone because no one's alive.
Yeah, no one can see you if nobody has eyes.
Yes, exactly how I play every stealth game ever, including Hitman. That's a fun way to play Hitman.
Yeah, again, I think thus far the approach that I've taken has worked better because I haven't done a single one of these. I feel like this would be one of the things that would seriously challenge the way that I was playing this game.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I forgot to mention this. I do have one major complaint.
Oh. Okay.
I can't have more than one save slot.
Can you not?
I cannot.
Oh, I haven't tried.
Yeah, there's new game and there's continue. Right. And I tried to start a new game just to see if we could do that for the stream.
Okay.
You just can't.
Wow.
If you do a new game, it overwrites your save slot.
How do you reload?
Click in the left stick.
Do you want an AK-47?
Yes.
Of course.
Or will that replace anything?
No, it won't replace anything.
Also pick up the 1911.
Yeah, this is one of those you just get a ton of guns in your coat.
Oh, son of a...
One of my favorite moments is when you reload, not reload, but when you put away like a sniper rifle, it just goes in the front of your pants.
So 1911 for class or no?
Yeah.
I mean, you could always do a revolver for class. That would also work.
Yeah, I don't know what your deal is with those.
I just
look
love
out,
revolvers.
right through that door.
They're so reliable. Oh goodness.
Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely neutralized when he shot him in the penis.
So you know what?
Oh.
You're gonna want to go into cover because there are a ton of guys in there.
Oops.
Yeah, and they were already shooting at you. So FYI, have you noticed that the rules that we spent so much time cleverly coming up with just have not? Yeah, not a single one of them. That's how big the game is. I've only. You're a bad man. You're a bad man.
I am, proving my point that they shouldn't come through this doorway.
He was a complete. Oh my god! That is the opposite of the.
On the bright side,
you have to aim to shoot.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
There's no.
Do you have any throwables?
They're the four corners. That's going to be the most effective one. And it's right bumper as usual.
Uh-oh. Well, yeah, that killed him. That was a way of killing him. There's so many more of them in there. I mean, they might be downstairs, but there's so many of them. Oh god! Remember, click the right stick.
Left stick.
Wait, no, but the right stick slows time down, so it's easier to pop him in the head.
Oh, so many guns you don't have.
Yeah, I just don't buy a lot of guns in games like this. Where is he? Well, I hope he wasn't there. God! This is... No! Oh, no! He's upstairs. This is literally like shooting fish in a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't have that gun.
I like it. Well, I assume I would like it.
Yay. Well, he may have...
Oh.
Mission failed, no parking. We really aren't.
I'm gonna have one more go. I'm gonna go loud.
Look at you, all professional, going loud.
I mean, it's hardly.
It's
I mean,
really
stealth would be professional, but okay.
Well, see, and one of the reasons why I have a difficulty with certain titles like this as, quote, stealth games, unquote, there should not be the possibility for me to accidentally climb on top of a car with an input in a stealth game. If you've built your stealth game that I can do that relatively easily, then you didn't build it very well. And I think Assassin's Creed is that way.
You mean I'm going to be free running in this, and now I grabbed onto that wall and fell.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how I missed that many times.
I would say probably because you were not aiming at his head.
That would also
would be
be. That is. I mean, that's one interpretation of what happened.
Right. I'm putting it that way. I'm not dealing with that being out anymore.
I see this character being the most cosplayed character now.
Because it's so easy.
Yeah, it's hat, bandana, jacket. And you're set.
I mean, there was at the launch of it that I went to, there was easily 4 or 5 people dressed as it already.
See, what they should have done is dressed up as the characters from Hackers.
That would have been good. I do love this gun.
There better be a Hackers reference in this game.
There has to be. I don't know what it would be because I haven't seen it enough, but
I just want somebody to scream, "Hack the planet."
What?
Hack the planet. Is that the hand cannon you're saying?
Yes, it is.
Ah. Now, is that your target that you're trying to get?
Yeah, the catch one. Oh, it's the police! They're the problem. Anyway.
Alright, I'll try one.
Okay. You and your realism mode. First playthrough.
I mean...
I really thought that's what I was going to do, but I just decided against it at the last minute.
Right, well that was probably a wise choice, because it's not easy. But again, it works if you're playing...
Yeah,
It works if you're playing stealth.
I don't mind it not being easy, but I'll do the next playthrough now that I know all the game mechanics a bit better.
Right.
I'll play the next playthrough very stealth-like.
If no, you're doing this. If you do not succeed, I'm going to try something and see what it... This game does a really good job of giving you...
Options?
Giving you a ton of different options for each individual situation. And I am not convinced that this is the easiest way to do this.
I doubt it. There's a lot of bottles in here that I'm not messing with, so I just got some water.
I do enjoy a good body flying through the air every once in a while.
I
really
love Ragdoll. This game doesn't seem to have... I wouldn't say it has the best Ragdoll I've seen, but it has...
No.
It's decent. It's more of a flop than a Ragdoll.
Oh, training capoeira. Oh.
What is capoeira? Oh, the dancing
Capoeira.
thing from... I always think of that from Bob's Burgers now.
Right, that's a little bit unfair. That's
I
not
love doing
quite
that.
what it is, but... Uh-oh.
Is he gonna go boom soon?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. Just wait.
Oh, unless he... I don't know. There's always a small chance they deactivate it, and that always pisses me off.
That's never happened to me.
It's never...
No.
My guys have done that a couple of times. Like, I'll put the explosive thing, then the last minute you'll just hear, "Oh, thank God," and then the explosive won't go off.
Ruining your fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
They're all over there.
You want to shout down the mic? Die like a man.
Can you hack them again?
Oh, yeah, if you didn't explode, probably.
Oh. I don't know if you can. No, only the camera. You can't make them explode again. That's a shame.
Well. Welcome again to PXL Plays. We are gonna go ahead and drop into the business pretty quickly here, but I do want to do introductions as always. I am your co-host, James Honeycutt, and...
I'm Jack Fisher.
And...
JJ Kress.
And...
Repeating guest star, Taylor Tate.
Yay! We might want to take a vote later about promoting him to co-host. We might want to do that later.
I don't know. I like him
There can only be 3.
being our underling.
I mean, we would have to behead someone.
Huh.
Not it.
I got fun. Oh! I just... Oh!
And that's how that would work.
Gosh. That is awful.
Yep.
Cool.
Nose goes is totally a good way to decide how to execute someone.
In a little bit here, we're gonna be kicking over to a game called the Forest. And let me just make sure that we've got that going live. Oh no, we haven't. Look at this. Look. So that's unprofessional.
Yay.
It's right there, James. You're on it.
Was
The
I?
page.
You're
to the
literally
right.
on it.
You're
On the right
Yeah.
side. There we go.
Oh, I just saw Loadout, by the way. That's coming to PS4 soon.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah. Loadout.
free
Coming to PS4.
to play shooter.
Yeah.
Free to play adult Team Fortress 2, basically.
Wasn't Sunday night, whatever, Monday night,
combat.
kind of like that
That
too?
game was good.
I really need to play that game, but no one's.
It
It's
was
probably
fun.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
I'm gonna play.
I played a
I played
lot
it
of
for like 10 minutes, and I was like, oh, well, this is fun. I'm done now. Caught me in TF2. You know, I play in like 5-minute batches across every like 6 months.
So I guess first of all we should deal with that
Oops.
thing that's
Oops.
right there.
That's.
Jack,
Are they connected?
are you logged in?
I am, yes,
Are
very
you?
much so.
Excellent. Do we have any immediate viewers?
Which no, I don't know
okay.
where the thing is.
Sarah's watching.
We have total
Yeah.
info. There's no one live at the moment, as it says.
Nobody live.
The are they connected by the tongue? Because that's
Well,
kinky.
right. That's
It's
what.
something. It's
Yeah.
Something
that's
between
a-
them. They are
that's a thing.
intimate.
Also, we should say this game is in alpha, so
the
Could get better, could get worse.
The maturity.
So, time until public alpha release. Oh, like the second version. Okay. I was wondering why it would have a countdown for a game we're about to play. That makes so much more sense.
So yeah, go ahead and kick to options really quick because we want to make sure since this is this machine. If any of those can go up higher, let's do that. Go ahead and hit VSync for me, please, at least. There's a setting that said laptop. That's cute. That's
What's
cute.
wrong with laptops, James?
yes.
No, I'm just.
Damn it. Alright,
Well, at least you didn't say potato.
let me
That's
just quickly
true.
edit the header here.
The furthest.
It
Stylized.
should actually be on what we're doing. I changed that a little bit ago.
They might not have just updated because
Actually.
it's still Mario Kart 8 and surprise.
Yeah. Mario Kart's really good, by the way.
It is
Dubs.
It is.
so
It is.
good.
Yeah.
It really is. Love to stream that, but thanks to Nintendo for not including a Twitch stream device output on your new console.
So I'm going in this blind with the controls as well because there is no like keyboard bindings option.
Oh, that's good.
so-
Right.
I'm blind in multiple senses of going into this.
So before you press start, let's
Uh-huh.
just talk about this really quick. So this is a game. It's called The Forest.
So it is.
a
Is it now?
sort of open world roguelike style
Minecraft.
Minecraft for people that don't mind severed heads connected by their tongues.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I first saw this was a little teaser video. I was like, I'm gonna buy that. Soon
Which we should preface. Like, we should point out the levels of knowledge.
Yeah.
Has seen played it a
Yeah,
bit.
seen played it and I've been following
Has
it
seen
for a
the
long
trailer.
time.
I have watched the trailer.
Jack and I are going in blind. Neither of us know
High five.
anything about this game.
You
Bit
will
quiet for
you
the
will enjoy the things that happen to you, but not as much as we enjoy the things.
This is
that
about
happen
as
to
much information as we have. Is
Do you,
Doomsday
I won't ask because I want to
prophecy
find
from
out.
these two.
Because
But,
if you can become a cannibal overlord, this
So
is my
I'm
new
going
game
to
of the year.
start and die horribly. All right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
start it
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
good town.
Yeah.
Dying horribly. Let's do this.
God, Taylor, you're really sucking at starting.
You know what?
There we go.
You know what? It's an alpha build. It's an alpha build.
So apparently that just means that you press the left mouse button and it takes 15
Which
seconds.
I want to put. I clicked it, and like when you click the mouse, apparently it moves down and right when you click.
Yeah, it's an alpha.
That's a feature.
Yeah, well,
Also, really sensitive.
that may also have
mouse.
something to do with the fact
It's
that
not as bad in game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I
I do
would've
have
adjusted
the
it
most
otherwise.
sensitive mouse on the face of the planet.
Well, you
It's-
tend to put joystick sensitivity on high or very
I
high.
do. I like
I
to
always
not
play
have to
pretty-
do much work.
I always play it on default.
I always have really high sensitivity.
We're
on
gonna
the-
adjust that.
Oh,
But
Look-
you can actually adjust it on the mouse.
Yes. Also,
So the button that's right below the mouse
look
wheel,
down to your right.
if you click bottom,
Aw.
it's a baby.
Why is your arm yellow?
Yeah,
that's
that's
really
weird.
weird.
If you need to adjust it down,
I got it.
Okay.
Skirt.
Why do you, or a turkey sausage hand?
Oh, I'm still on the plane. Okay, that's why.
Oh, Bioshock, but modern.
Yeah. Though that your character needs to be jacked. So I'm gonna wager that's the first half of the plane that's missing.
Yeah.
The rest of the aircraft.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do too well.
Oh no, God! Oh God! Oh,
Hey,
God,
crash
no,
positions.
God. Oh God! No, God! Huh? That went less awfully than I would have expected.
I crashed into a forest.
I normally expect explosions when I'm playing Computer. I don't know if that's correct. Oh, okay.
Whoa!
There
Sorry,
we go.
that was. Huh? That.
Oh, just wait.
Hey, no.
Okay.
No, that's your baby.
Oh, that's rude.
Huh.
If you don't have candy, that's really against protocol.
I don't think you can say things like that.
I can-
Oh, blood.
I can say anything I want.
Oh.
A?
F.
What? F?
E.
I tried F.
Click left stick. Okay. What was that?
Oh, what is that?
Those
Oh.
Fs can be used to cut down trees in this manner. Okay.
I'm liking
So,
this
th-
interface.
Thus far, I'm immediately drawn
we got
to
alcohol,
making
nice.
a parallel to Dead Island, oddly.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Let's hope it works out better than Dead Island.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
you can't. You actually there is a part where you'll find luggage and you have to hit it open. And this is how you crack.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
So the cool thing is, so say you'll get rags eventually, you can make Molotov
there's
cocktails.
that, Okay.
oh, so you have that's all the stuff you
Layers,
have,
okay.
and
In
I
your
guess you
inventory.
drag it onto the square.
Yeah.
Is that how you?
And then
craft
combined it.
things?
Yeah.
I am already a huge fan of the interface.
Yes.
And then, it'll tell you what you
Okay.
need.
Oh, so that's
Standing
like the,
fire. Light screen at night. Okay.
Wow, this is really good for an alpha build in terms of how much stuff there is here. I don't know what it's like when you actually play the game,
Oh, okay, no.
Oh.
no,
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Don't
yes.
worry
That
about it.
takes human heads and arms and
No,
stuff.
but make it.
doesn't.
I need a large effigy in my life.
Jesus God.
I'm. S-
It seems to be running quite well,
Yeah.
and it looks quite good
yes.
already.
I like the draw distance.
There,
Is a thing
obviously,
that I
if you
use.
don't pick up absolutely every single thing,
Raw. Go cut.
We're all
Look,
gonna
I
be
just
very-
put the other headset on so I can properly hear things crawl walking up on me. So
okay, no, good
That's
plan.
a good point.
Go cut down a tree.
Pick up everything first.
Yes. There's a shiny thing.
if I die right now, I just want to point out it's because I'm pointing out how ridiculous it is that you just told me to cut down a tree.
Sounds good.
Taylor, whatever do you any wrong?
Rock added to backpack.
Don't answer that.
Oh!
Oh my God! It even sort of looks good.
Can I hear
It
from the
doesn't
other side
look
of the tree?
great, but it looks
No.
pretty damn good.
That looks well. It looks better than most things. You'd
Minecraft.
expect.
Where
Yeah.
you just punch a tree and it falls over.
Right, I think
Does
in,
it- it's gonna
in
fall on you?
Minecraft's defense, that's just how
I think you have to hit it one more time and then
Oh.
a few more rounds.
I'm getting ready to shout something that we all know.
Is it? What are you gonna shout?
Does
What do you
What
think?
is it gonna be? Is it gonna be incredibly
For cutting down a
obvious?
tree? What do you think I'm going to
Can
shout?
you kick the tree?
Whoop, there it goes. There it goes.
Oh.
Bah, bah.
Oh,
Oh, is it gonna
Timber!
take down other trees?
timber!
That looks surprising. Oh,
Nah,
right
I'm
at
fine
the
with
end
that.
there, you dropped
The
that
sound
ball.
of a tree breaking sounds like a bit glassy.
So hold on.
Boot the luggage.
What?
Huh.
What was the sound that the tree made when it fell in the forest?
Glassy, not at all like wood hitting other wood.
Maybe you broke something glassy.
It's a
with
good
the
thing
wood.
someone was there, or we would never know.
That was what I was setting up like
Whoops.
almost 10 seconds ago.
I hate myself.
You got sticks now, though, because that's what you need to survive with that.
Taylor's got wood.
Oh, that just... Yep.
Three sticks,
I feel like
three
Michael
rocks.
Scott. Standing fire is a thing that was there.
Man, Taylor's survival instincts, though.
Just holding a rock.
I'm good.
Okay, I'm safe. Yeah.
Stick and rock and stick and yay!
Oh, you got a club.
Yay! It
'Cause-
might be a primitive axe.
I was
Yeah.
trying to make a standing fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, but you now.
Oh, you
have
might need more than one
a
thing.
club.
Yeah, you do
so-
it out of the book, from the book. You don't combine it in there.
Oh, air.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so this is where we're going to do this.
So, well, okay.
So what is a standing fire for?
Whoops.
Is that just
it's
there?
to light your camp at night.
I bet
so you're gonna have a camp that's
it
By
also
the wreckage.
base camp's
has
gonna be the
to do
wreckage
with
then.
something. Yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna point out, but it doesn't. You know what,
I mean,
Taylor?
I mean, it
do
makes
what, you do
sense.
what you do.
There is a structure there. I'd probably make
There
base
are
camp
2
with the
choke
wreckage.
points inside the aircraft.
Okay, all right.
Also,
If that is your
I will tell you,
motivation,
Taylor.
I'm down.
One tip, you should probably go wash the blood off because you can get infected.
Oh.
Okay. Oh! Boop. See, that's what would. Okay, that looked.
And then pick up the dog.
See, the thing is, I'm totally fine with that being how that looks. You know,
I can carry a lot of logs.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
All right, it's.
That was. Yeah. So
it's
just
time
drop
to toss
logs.
a caber, motherfuckers.
Well, no, large logs you can use to build structures.
Your dad killed his bee.
Is this at all
shit.
multiplayer?
They're planning on adding co-op.
Yes.
Good. That really seems like a game I want to play co-op in.
Gee.
So the thing that I'm wondering is, you were in a place where they found you, and you're staying in the place where they found. I think you should continue to do so because I think it will make for interesting gameplay.
Should also wash the blood off.
I'm working. What do you think I'm going to the water, JJ? Why do you think I'm going to the water? Huh?
You might need to piss.
Yeah. Well, you should always wash your hands after
I
a plane
just,
crash.
I just. What in God's name? What?
Is that your first priority? Just get out of the crash position, calm down a little bit, and it's like, whew, Purell.
And I know there are poisonous berries in the area too.
Oh man! So you should totally eat every berry you find.
There is a...
What? No!
Whoop,
No,
whoop.
that was super alpha right there.
Oh, bless.
Oh man! All right, guys, we forget.
Still
you.
better water than Fallout.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty impressed by the vegetation, though. It's very
Ooh.
dense.
Ooh, effigy. Give me.
Oh man, that's
Give
like
me.
a.
Oh,
Wait, look out,
hello.
look- yeah.
I want it.
Oh.
I want it.
Well, that's not what your son looked like, right?
Nah.
Okay, good.
That was Medusa, motherfucker.
No. I don't know that was a chick, but we'll let.
I think it was a
alright,
girl.
We'll let it slide.
It looks like it looks female, feminine. No music whatsoever. So,
Is it not?
No,
Huh.
no music whatsoever. Eh. I picked up more rocks. What is that? It's not a rock.
I am technically impressed by this as an alpha build. It does
Yeah,
not
I really
look
am.
ugly. For an
I
alpha
like
build.
the little ideas that are going into it, like having to hit open the luggage and things. It looks a bit goofy, but
But it's all, locked luggage. You couldn't get into it without breaking.
hitting it with a safety axe.
Well,
Oh, tennis ball.
that.
Yeah!
hey!
Oh,
Hey,
there it
there's a
went.
stick.
Everybody likes a stick.
I picked my tennis ball. I think I did.
It's bouncing.
Sure. Okay.
Plane axe. That's an axe that you find on a plane.
I feel like they...
Tennis ball!
I feel like that's something they could actually... Is that a real thing? They would probably have something like that on there,
Emergency
wouldn't they?
equipment, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, for some reason, I don't feel like it would be called a plane axe. But that might be a really critical.
So you just need one more rock.
Yeah, you just passed one too.
A bit.
Dun, dun,
No,
dun.
the shiny thing on the ground is not a rock.
No, there's one back there to the right. Go straight.
Hey,
Yay.
a rook.
Oh really?
Rocks,
Oh really?
north.
Did I find a rock? I don't think I found a rock. That looks like a rock.
Gather rocks. Oh, hey!
Now you gotta light it.
With what? Oh, no.
Oh, it's
Did
a
that
big.
actually say Beck?
Yeah,
Alright.
huh. The hand
Hey.
looked oddly good as well. Oh,
What?
hello, there's a birdie.
Kill the bird.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. They're in the
Dude,
middle.
you're worrying me so far.
Oh. Look at the bird. Oh, what's happening? What is
There's
happening?
so many.
Oh, God!
That was maniacal.
It was. Yes, it was. So you use the large logs to build a...
Housing or traps.
Fuck, man, I was not trying to buy this game. This looks good. Damn it!
Well, you might not have to buy it because
and you can make a Molotov
you married JJ's sister, so
That's right.
you can
That's